Well, here I am in my PJs in the morning and photographing my living room. And the reason I'm doing this is I was in the living room yesterday and thinking about sacred altars and sacred spaces. And I thought, oh, gee, I don't have a sacred altar in my living room. But when I started looking around my living room, I realized I do have some interesting things in here that could be considered to be somewhat sacred. I mean, other than the obvious, like a statue, beautiful statue of Buddha here. And then we come down. I don't know if you can see this very well, but there's a lovely large crystal cluster here, right? So then we come back and we look and we say, well, what else is in here? Well, there's this interesting piece of furniture. Actually, it's a bar. But this bar was constructed from wood that came out of an ancient church. So all the energy of hundreds of years of people praying in this church may be in this bar. So it was interesting how I'm looking at the things in my living room and thinking, well, maybe it's more sacred than I thought. So now we come around here and we go past the fireplace. And what have we got here? Okay, we have a bronze statue of a samurai warrior. Now, one of my favorite movies of all time is The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. And the samurai were very spiritual people. I mean, part of their training was meditation, as well as martial arts, right diet, right action. They also did tea ceremony in a very sacred way. So, okay, there's another thing in my living room that could be taken as having a spiritual thing. So now we'll come around here to the table, the coffee table. And here I have this lovely statue. It was from Africa, I believe, and it's a man who was carrying a tool on his back and a knapsack. And it reminded me of the book about chop wood, carry water, and it's how to bring spirituality into your everyday life. And the book is basically saying, yes, before enlightenment, I chopped wood and I carried water. And after enlightenment, I still chopped wood and carried water. So there's, no, let's see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 possible things that could be considered spiritual in my living room that I never thought of. So now I'll take you to the last one. I have to get up and turn around, because the last one is a painting that we've had, oh my gosh, for maybe 50 years. Okay, let's see if you can see this painting. Okay. Now I came in here the other day looking, and I'm looking at the painting, and I'm thinking, that looks like a lover's card. I mean, that painting is a man and a woman in embrace, but if you look up to the left-hand upper corner, to me it always looks like a child, and it looks like a child that will be a result of this union, right? So, but isn't that a lover's card in the making? Now, this is a painting we bought from a friend. He was a stand-up comic. He's deceased now. I won't mention his name, but a dear friend of ours. And he came home with this one day, and there was a show in a club there. He was working, and this artist, Nina Castellini, had done this painting, and he brought it home because he loved it. But his relatives, including his Christian mother-in-law who was living with him, thought it was a dirty painting. So he sold it to us. And we were in our poorer days, but we did everything we could to make it happen. And we've loved it forever. And so anyway, that is the end of my journey of my spiritual things. So outside of the, outside the living room, which is right near the living room, I have here a gift from my late husband. One day he disappeared and he was gone for hours and I couldn't figure out where he was. And here I am in the painting. I can't show you. I don't want you to see me. But anyway, yeah, this is a shot of Mount Shasta, California, which is a very sacred place to me and others around here who were into metaphysics and stuff. And I had admired this print, and he drove over 2 hours to Mount Shasta to buy this for me. So anyway, that's the end of my little tour. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of my somewhat sacred living room. So anyway, I wish you all a wonderful day, and maybe you can check your home and see where you have some things that you didn't think were sacred that were in your environment, sending you some lovely energies. So I wish you all a wonderful day, and let's see, what else can I say? That's it for today. So I'm going off to play mahjong later, and maybe when I get home, I'll open some packages. I have a whole lot of packages that have arrived in the last 2 days that I have to open. So take care, everyone. Namaste.